Hi guys, 2026 CES in Las Vegas. We're here with Polymath Robotics and a gentleman called Stefan, who's going to give us an overview about the company, just so we can learn about them like a little bit more. So yeah, I mean, Stefan, it's really basically like just give us a general overview about the company, and then if there's any like specific software or products that you do, then let us know, sir.
Yeah, so I'm Stefan. I'm CEO and co-founder of Polymath Robotics, and we build a generalized autonomy stack for off-highway vehicles. Kind of the big thing that I've noticed previously when I did on-road self-driving trucks is almost everyone in robotics is reinventing almost all the stack nearly every time. If you've seen point-to-point navigation work on a tractor, you'd think that same company might be able to deploy it on a slightly different tractor, and the reality is they can't, because everyone's building everything in such a hard but non-reusable way. And what we've done at Polymath is we've built autonomy the way that kind of you think it should be built, where we built it to be highly adaptable, where we call out a lot of those fixed assumptions so that we can change them from one use case to another, which means that we have the same autonomy stack running on UTVs as are running on tractors, as are running on bulldozers and wheel loaders and haul trucks and weird defense vehicles. We've been around for 4 years. We're on more robots than we have people, which is always a cool thing in this market. And we're rapidly growing into industrial use cases all over the world.
All right, perfect. So the basics of it, if you have a tractor or an autonomous or on a platform that could be autonomous, your expertise, software and engineering can come in and automate that product.
Yeah. So like we think about autonomy as kind of part of a solution, where if you have some sort of operation, or if you work in a market with some sort of operation where automation might be possible, but there isn't a cookie cutter thing that's viable from somebody, we can work with you. We can work with other software providers in the space that might know how to run that site. We can work with other partners to put hardware onto the vehicle so that we can deploy our kind of standard autonomy package on it, so that it can do things and add value within that market while autonomous.
Right, and is it always on board? The actual system, do you have to put external things around as well?
We're primarily focused with the onboard autonomy software. There's a lot of really exciting pieces of information we can get from third-party sensors that are on site that might let us see around corners or anything like that. But an interesting challenge with any of those systems is that if we're going to make them part of our safety case, they themselves need to be safety certifiable, which is, of course, then an area where a lot of those third-party things fall down. So we've designed our entire system so that the onboard safety system can prevent a collision without making assumptions about the quality of the on-site network or some other camera system.
Right, and is it? Since I'm assuming it's a mixture of different like LiDAR technology, laser technology, camera technology.
Yeah. We've designed ourselves such that we can kind of rapidly switch from vehicle to vehicle, sensor to sensor, use case to use case. We kind of built ourselves agnostic of that by really just focusing on that onboard autonomy stack.
Right, perfect. So sort of business-wise, obviously, so we're in CES, we're in the USA, so I'm assuming you cover across the USA. You're starting to go like across the world now?
Yeah, so we have some machines in Australia, in LATAM, and we're looking at a couple of things going on in Europe sometime soon.
Right.
Yeah, we're actively hiring if you're looking for roles in the space, and we're also always looking for more use cases to help automate and to kind of bring into the future.
Perfect.
Awesome.
That's very much.
Thanks so much for having me on.
Thanks, Stephen. Thank you.